Good evening from London and welcome to Piers Morgan Uncensored. I've always used this show as a platform to stand up for the little guys. Never before have I meant that quite so literally as I do tonight. Behind the scenes pictures from Disney's live-action remake of Snow White were leaked this weekend, and there appears to be a sizable problem. Where are the dwarfs? They're gone, cancelled, banished, and not this time by the wicked queen. Now, they've bitten the poison apple of diversity and inclusion, which has turned out to exclude them. Disney's PC reimagining of the legendary fairy tale doesn't feature 7 dwarves at all. Instead, it's 7 magical creatures of varying sizes, shapes, ethnicities and genders. The lead role of Snow White is played by Hispanic actress Rachel Zegler. And I've got no real issue with that, although, of course, Snow White was called Snow White because her skin was as white as the snow. And that was, of course, in a fairy tale. We've been lectured for years about cultural appropriation and the vital importance of Hispanics playing Hispanics, trans actors for trans characters, disabled stars for disabled parts. But where's the consistency? In the original fairy tale, the Brothers Grimm wrote that Snow White is called Snow White because, as I say, her skin was Snow White. That's why her mother called her Snow White. And that's the problem when you start pandering to the permanently offended. You can never go far enough. Last year, Peter Dinklage, probably the most famous dwarf in the world, slammed Disney for including dwarfs in its movie at all.
You're still telling the story of Snow White, yeah. 7 dwarves.
Sure.
So, look, take a step back and look at what you're doing there.
Yeah.
I know. That makes no sense to me.
Well,
You're progressive in one way, but you're still making that backward story of 7 dwarves living in a cave. What the are you doing?
Well, Peter Dinklage got his way. The dwarves have now been sidelined, cancelled. As critics in the dwarf community pointed out, though, it's all well and good for Peter Dinklage to take this moralising stand. Now, he's already made millions of dollars and become a megastar by playing a dwarf in shows like Game of Thrones. Disney, for its part, said it's taking a different approach to avoid reinforcing stereotypes. But what exactly are the stereotypes in Snow White that are so problematic? The 7 dwarves, you may recall, are industrious, inventive, friendly, and yes, they're small. What's wrong with any of that? What's stereotypical? What's damaging? What's harmful? And then another blow for diminutive actors. Trailers for the new Willy Wonka movie reveal something really quite sinister.
You're the funny little man who's been following me.
I will have you know that I am a perfectly respectable size for an Oompa Loompa.
That's right, regular-sized irritant Hugh Grant has taken a plum role as one of Wonka's pint-sized assistants, again depriving a talented dwarf actor of a role he was born to play. And that's the problem with Hugh Grant. Never cares about the little guys.